at 12 on the Gallery TV. I am Adebayo Mulara. Here's the news headline. Court restrains Secondus from acting as PDP national chairman. Suspected cholera outbreak leaves 7 dead in Taraba. No going back on ban on open grazing, AKEREDOLU. 4 suspected bandits arrested in Niger State. On business news, gas consumption lowest in Nigeria despite 206 TCF reserves. IMF's $650 billion reserves liquidity support for Nigeria. Order takes off. Now on sport news. Venus Williams out of Chicago Women's Open. Nigeria has a GK 5 other athletes to watch at Tokyo Paralympics. Now the news in details. Court restrains Secondus from acting as PDP national chairman. A high court in Rivers State has granted an interim order restraining Mr. Uche Secondus from parading or acting as the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Justice Ogugbele Basam of the Degema Division of the Rivers State High Court sitting in Port Harcourt gave the order on Monday. The order of the vacation court follows a motion ex parte marked PHC 283 CS 2021 and filed by 4 persons: Ibewuchi Alex, Dennis Amadi, Emmanuel Stephen, and Umezikiri Umucha. Secondus and the main opposition party were listed as the first and second respondents to the suit. According to documents signed by the Assistant Chief Registrar Litigation of the court, Patricia Victor Unwoka, Justice Basam also ordered Secondus to stop parading himself as a member of PDP. He made the order after reading the affidavit in support of the notion ex parte and the written address, as well as heard the submissions of the counsel for the applicant. The ruling of the vacation court is the latest in the series of 4 events triggered by the crisis rocking the national leadership of the PDP. A former spokesman for the PDP presidential campaign, Kasim Afegbua, had accused Secondus and the leadership of the party of committing a series of offenses. He submitted petitions to the Economic and Financial Crime Commissions, EFCC, and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, in April to probe the party's leadership. Afegwa asked the anti-corruption agencies to look into the financial transactions of Secondus in the spirit of transparency, accountability, and bookkeeping in line with the existing anti-corruption laws. But Secondus and others have since denied any wrongdoing. Despite their position, there have been calls from some members of the party demanding the resignation of the PDP national chairman. On August 3, 7 national officers of the main opposition party resigned from their roles, alleging that they were being sidelined and treated unfairly by Secondus. This, among several other events, forced an emergency meeting of members of the PDP Board of Trustees who sought ways to resolve the crisis in the party. However, the controversy has taken a new twist, with the court ordering restraining Secondus from parading as the PDP national chairman pending the hearing and determination of the motion or notice for the locutory injunction. Justice Bassam made an order granting leave to serve by substituted means, the generating summons, motion or notice, all orders made by the court, as well as subsequent processes on Secondus by passing them on the gate of his house in the state capital and by publishing same in the newspaper. He also granted the request to serve by substituted means all orders made by the court on the respondents and by publishing same in the newspaper. Suspected cholera outbreak leaves 7 dead in Taraba. No fewer than 7 persons died, many others hospitalized following a suspected outbreak of cholera in Tella community of Gasol local government area of Taraba State. The Taraba State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Innocent Vakai, confirmed the innocence of Channels Television via a telephone interview on Monday. He said a team of medical experts from the State Ministry of Health have been sent to the community to investigate the reported cases and give feedback. While corroborating the report, the chairman of Gasol local government area, Musa Chow, revealed that 25 persons are on admission at the Tella Maternity Clinic. He narrated that the worst hit community was Ugunwan Kabawa, a suburb of Tella community where the suspected cases started. The council chairman advised residents to always stick to proper hygiene practices to prevent such ailments and possible death. No grazing back on ban, open grazing, says AKEREDOLU. Ondo State Governor Arakunrin Oluwarotimi AKEREDOLU of Ondo says there is no going back on the ban on open grazing in the state. The governor said this during the visit of the new Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG, in charge of Zone 17 in Akure, Ondo State Capital, and they will come to his office and said the law will be enforced when finally put in place. Mr. AKEREDOLU, who appreciated the police boss, explained that Amotekun is not established to compete with other security agencies but to complement the existing security agencies. However, Okun commended the state governor for his doggedness in the creation of the state security network condemned. Amotekun is said the governor has laid a solid foundation for community policing with creation of the security outfit. The police boss, who noted the relation peace in the state, said there is no means fit to maintain peace and order. 4 suspected bandits arrested in Niger State. A 4-man syndicate of suspected bandits possessing 2 locally fabricated guns have been arrested for Niger in the state. This was disclosed in a press release by the police public relations officer DSP Wasiu Abiodun, the operator of Puff Ada 2 of Niger State Police Command attached to Kagara Division implementing Operation Restore Peace in Niger State, arrested the following 4 suspect bandits: Shehu Usman, age 21 years, Idris Ado, age 20 years, Nasiru Dogo, aka Badari, age 21 years, Umar Yahya, age 21 years. The suspects were intercepted and arrested on their way to Garoon Gabas Market, an area that has flagged and flashpoint by the command. During interrogation, the suspect confessed to some of the cattle rustling escapades at Garon Gabas and Garon Dangana village and its environs in Rafi local government area. The suspect also confessed further that the 2 locally fabricated guns belonged to their gang leader, one Lawal Mumuni, who is currently at large. Also, police operative attached to same division arrested one Jamilu Ibrahim, aka Gerald, of Tandunwada, Kangara in Rafi local government area. The suspect was arrested at Tangina Town, Rafi local government. He has been in the comments of list of unwanted persons for killing one Al-Aji Samaila Isyaku of Tungano Bako village on 1st of 9, 2019, during the local government chairmanship political campaign rally in Kangara. He alleged stabbed the deceased to death with a knife and has since been on the run to Gada Kasanga village, Mashegu local government area. During interrogation, the suspect confessed to the crime and claimed that he was attacked by some political thugs during the rally, which led to his action. Let's go on a short break and we'll be right back.
News to all Lagos residents, especially owners of landed properties. Payment of land use charge has now been made easy through an online platform known as Lola. Lola is Lagos online assistance platform where payment of land use charge is possible through a WhatsApp only message on 0815-433-3883. This Lola platform, initiated by the Lagos State Ministry of Finance, will make the payment of land use charge possible anytime, any day, and anywhere. anywhere without any third-party involvement. For more information, please visit www.lola.ng or luc.lagostate.gov.ng. Lola, the easiest way to pay your Lagos State land use charge. Always remember, ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe ni.
Still news at 12. Now on business news. Gas consumption lowest in Nigeria despite 206 TCF reserves. Despite boasting of a 206 trillion standard cubic feet of gas reserves and topping major countries, Nigeria's per capita consumption of gas is the lowest in the sub-Saharan African region. Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Timipre Sylvia, has said. He said this at the 2021 yearly Sub-Saharan African Oil and Gas Conference tagged The Future of Upstream and Deep Water Development, Advancing Digitalization and Gas Development Options in Sub-Saharan African and organized by Energy and Cooperate Africa. With the rapid growing population of Nigeria expected to outnumber that of the USA in about 20 years, Silva feared that the upsurge in the continent's population could be challenging if not treated as an opportunity. Speaking at the conference, which held in Austin, Sylvia said a reform of the global and regional energy systems in the sub-Saharan Africa was sacrosanct, adding that there was need to persist in expanding the role and opportunities of natural gas towards recovery and shared prosperity for a sustainable sub-Saharan Africa and the world in general. According to him, while Nigeria currently holds approximately 206 trillion cubic feet (CCF) in proven gas reserves, ranking among the top 10 in the world, with over 600 TCF on proven current per capita consumption of gas in Nigeria, is one of the lowest within the sub-region. The minister noted that the lesson of COVID-19 must make the continent focus on re-engineering supply chains for the new world order. Stressing that the industry is no stranger to supply and demand shocks, having faced more than a dozen such jolts over the course of the past 4 decades. Silva also noted that a single government would not be able to do it all alone, as there was a need to collaborate as a region across broad spectrum and dimensions. Coming on the heels signing of the Petroleum Industry Act, the conference celebrated the effort being made in the industry in Nigeria as the minister was conferred with the African Leadership Award for his leadership role in ensuring stability and growth in the Nigeria oil industry. The group managing director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Mele Kyari GMD, was conferred with the Transformational Leadership Award, while Dr. ABC Oridiaku, Chairman Seplant Energy, was honored for top indigenous entrepreneur in the energy section. Innovative Leadership Award went to Mike Sangster, Managing Director of Total Energies Nigeria, Chairman OPTS, while MJ Ayuk, Chairman African Energy Chamber, won the award for advocacy. IMF's 650 billion naira reserves liquidity support for Nigeria, other stakes off. The International Monetary Fund (IMF) has announced that the takeoff of its $650 billion set aside under its special drawing right SDR to provide liquidity to countries with foreign exchange reserves challenges. The fund, which IMF accompanies with governance framework support, is expected to help countries to plug external reserves hold and reduce reliance on both domestic and external facilities. Nigeria is expected to secure $3.35 billion liquidity support to boost wobbly external reserves. Last week, the gross reserve closed at $33.52 billion, while the liquid or available form was $33.24 billion, bringing the average figure to $33.38 billion. Managing Director of IMF, Kristalina Georgieva, noted yesterday that the largest SDR in the history of the scheme is a significant shot in the arm of the world, and if used wisely, a unique opportunity to combat this unprecedented crisis. She said the SDR allocation would provide additional liquidity to global economic system. helping to supplement countries' foreign exchange reserves while reducing their reliance on more expensive domestic and external debt. According to the MIF, about $275 billion would go to emerging and developing countries, out of which low-income countries will receive about $21, which is as much as percent as GDP of the befitting countries in some cases. Georgieva continues, SDRs are a precious resource and the decision on how best to use them rests with our member countries. For SDRs to be deployed for the maximum benefit of members' countries and global economy, those decisions should be produced and were informed. The SDR is an international reserve asset created by IMF in 1969 to supplement its member countries' official reserves. To date, about $943 has been allocated. The newly approved allocation is to address the long-term global need for reserves and help countries cope with the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The value of the NCDR is based on the basket of 5 currencies: dollar, euro, renminbi, yen, and pound sterling. Now on sport news. Venus Williams out of Chicago Women's Open. Former world number 1 Venus Williams crashed out of the WTA Chicago Women's Open on Monday, losing in straight sets to Taiwan's 8-way 6-2, 6-2. The 7-time Grand Slam winner Williams, who is the oldest player in the draw, at 41 spent just 53 minutes on the court in the one-sided opening round match at the Washington Park tennis facility on Chicago's South Side. Williams is now just 3-9 on the season and has seen a ranking drop to 147 in the world. Of those 9 losses this season, 2 have been against the 125th ranked Anna Karolina Skimdolova. It was one of the biggest wins of the 81st ranked age career as she improved on 11-12 on the season. She made it to the quarterfinals of Australian Open earlier this year, losing to Naomi Osaka 6-2. In 2018, she was upset world number 1 Simona Halep in the third round of the Challenger. The 35-year-old age gave Williams on her back foot with a strong service game and precision at court and down the line for her. She won 71% of her first serve point and doubling and double fault. While Williams double faulted 5 times, Williams, who has 49 career with WTA titles, had herself broken 4 times and won just 35% of her second serve point. In other match on Monday, top seed and Tokyo Olympic bronze medalist Elina Svitolina was ahead 2-0 in the deciding third set when France's Clara Burel retired from the match. Christiana Mladenovic defeated Zarina Diaz 6-2, 7-6, 7-3, and Serge Teresa Martinzokova surprised the seed Sorona Cerstia 3-6, 6-3, 6-2. Nigeria dedicated 5 other athletes to watch at Tokyo Paralympics. The Tokyo Paralympics begin on Tuesday after a year's pandemic delay. Team Nigeria Paralympics will participate in 4 events: para-powerlifting, para-athletics, para-table tennis, and para-rolling. The first Paralympics deport for Team Nigeria was Powerback Barcelona 1992 with 6 athletes who came back with 3 medals. Nigeria's largest contingent to the Games was in Sydney 2000 with 31 Paralympics athletes when Team Nigeria returned home with 13 medals. And that will be all for now on News at 12 on the Gallery TV. Join us also on News at 4 for more details. Thank you for having me. I remain Adebayo Molera. Go ahead.